Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. So we've just found the car and it looks a little bit more sad than I remember, but sounds sick, it's running, and it's fucking still beautiful. Alright, so on today's agenda, it's probably the best fucking day of the week because we're going to see Russ, taking our car to AutoWorks, and we're finally getting a tune. Hold on, I gotta get the gate. So all my memories and everything for like the past month have all been a year ago. You drove your Skyline at Pheasantwood to do Tour de Rev. Boom. And then a year before that, you were crossing up the highway doing fun things, all in your Skyline. Now, a year on, and it's tune day. About to load the car on the trailer. Give you a quick rundown of where we got to with it yesterday. Basically just Russ came around, had a quick look over it. He was happy with where it sits. Welded up the hole in the exhaust and pulled it all apart to paint it. So all the bits are off it. Got some new side steps, side skirts. Got all the lights to clean up and everything, which is dusty. Sand them back. This rear quarter where we had the crash is starting to look somewhat straight. Don't know how well you can see that. But apart from that, we're going to load her on the trailer and go and get this fucking new SR20 tuned up. Yeah, so before we get started with loading her up, we'll just, I suppose, give it a quick check over and check the oil, water and everything, make sure there's nothing leaking out of it. I need my pole. And we'll load her on the trailer. Obviously it's a little too hard to check everything, but oil's fine, water's fine, nothing's loose, no leaks from there. That all seems to be tight. Them bolts there are all tight. The water's all circulating. That isn't leaking. None of them are exploded, and she's full. If you're almost hitting on this side, you can't hit on that side, so that's my theory. Just like that. Tell you what, it's been a while since I had to fill this thing up, or even buy E85 for that matter. So I've unloaded the car now finally. We've got Russ who's going to tune it. What are you going to do? Give us a rundown.
Oh, just check the fuel map, make sure she's happy, double check base timing, and send it from there.
pretty safe to go higher.
Like, we're still raising in power. It's a built motor.
I want to be able to chop any SS I come up against, so. So all went well. Car made 190 kilowatts. Russ said it was super fun and easy to tune because SR's God's engine.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm gonna go hit it with a hammer and paint it some more now. Anything to add tuning wise? Because I don't really talk about it much.
Let's get some bigger injectors and send it harder.
Plus 300.
Oh yeah, we go 350 kilowatt with this.
Tough. So we're back at Chris's house, all tuned up. Potentially about to take it for a little down the service road with no lights and shit in it, but I'm excited. This is gonna be sick! Surely we're gonna get this thing out and have a fucking burnout tonight. I'm like looking at it as I go along and I'm thinking to myself, I want to make this as quick and easy as possible. And then as I'm going along I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. Oh, I remember that. I hated looking at that. So now I'm going to actually go to the effort of fixing it. It's going to take, keep doing this, it's going to take too long. What was I going to say again? Fuck, I had a plan. Car tuned, we're spending the night painting, not really much to show there. Spots on the car that I could actually, you know, not worry that it fucked it. Not anymore. Yeah, so it's basically just like a really high gloss red. There's no clear or anything like that. We didn't even prime it. Just slap some bog on here, a bit more bog on here, sanded it, bit of bog on here, bit of bog on here, bit of bog on here. Yeah. So I guess we're going to pull this tape off. Put the thing back together. Let's go. So I'm like super happy with how it's come out. When I got here, I looked at the car and I was actually sort of disappointed in myself for how bad I let it become. Granted, it had been sitting around for like a couple of months after a drift event, not touched, but it's pretty depressing. So yeah, this is like the best it's ever looked. Well, it's not even there yet, but will be. Can't wait to get it out in the sun, all the panels on it, and see what it looks like. Yeah, it is. Just clean, polish, install parts. See how that runs now? Running through here because of the amount of balls it's hit. So it's really like you only have to put a couple of screws in it, a couple of nuts. So I stole a bunch of these little, is it PWJDM washery thingies from the Sylvia to make this thing look a little prettier and should look prettier. Beautiful.
See the road because I'm so far down.
So we've just driven it literally 100 metres and first impressions are I'm pretty happy.